Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Predator World Championships. This is the women's 10-ball division. This match is a winner's side qualification match. The winner will qualify for the last 16 between Kristina TKACH and Kelly Fisher. Battle of Titans here. So Eric Horlifson in the booth, along with former world 9-ball champion Daryl Peach. Gonna be a good match, Daryl.
Yeah, hard one to call, Eric, this.
Kelly's got the experience. Kelly's still winning. She's still at the top of the game, but Kristina's on her way up, finishing near the end of a lot of tournaments. She was the semifinalist in the Women's World 9-Ball Championships this year. She's had a lot of good finishes on the Predator Pro Series and on the WPA and around the world. Shaping up to be a good one. So race to 7 alternate breaks. WPA 10-ball rules. They both had strong wins in their first round matches. They were both seeded in the event. There's 48 women that started. Kristina had a 7-0 win, and Kelly had a 7-1 win. Kelly started out really strong in the beginning events of the Predator Pro Series, and still been right near the top at most of the last one. She won the last event in Michigan. Kristina was there as well. I feel like I want to say she had a quarterfinal finish in that match, or in that tournament, pardon me. Both these women prefer breaking from the side rail, trying to make the one on the side. Just caught the point on the one. Went safe down to the bottom rail. 7's going to get in the way, so definitely be a pushing situation here. There's always a lot of cover in 10-ball. You know, when you're pushing, it's tough to push because there's so many blockers on the table.
Yeah, it's amazing how much difference that one ball makes from 9-ball to 10-ball, isn't it?
She could actually get aggressive. Yeah, she's going to push. I was going to say she could get aggressive. It's too much of a swerve, though, to kick at it short rail. That's a decent one, but I see Kelly trying to play the cue ball behind the 2-4 here. There is an option to play the cue ball behind the 3 as well.
Yeah, playing the cue ball behind the 2 and 4, she doesn't want the 1 ball to come over and make contact with the 3, really. And she didn't want a double kiss.
Must have been trying to cross it up the middle if she was trying that shot.
Yeah, I think the 3 ball was stopping her from going behind the 2 and 4.
Yeah, and there was a window between the 2-10 as well, so just played the more defensive shot there, just caught her a little thick. Didn't leave Kristina anything though, gonna be a save from here. Nice shot, perfect weight. Nearly frozen, but took away the 2 easiest rails. Not much here. I mean, you can go to the short rail and hit it. Does she just have enough of the right side rail? She does, actually. Calling the 1 in the top left pocket. Had to get wider than that.
Yeah, because she was digging at it, it just sort of grabbed off the rail, didn't it?
Yeah. So first chance in the match goes to TKACH. Balls are lying pretty good. Bit of movement from 3 to 4. Should be able to manage. Feel like she got a little too much angle here. She can still come across table. Maybe just enough to hold it. Yeah, I'm gonna play a drag stroke here, kill the speed of the cue ball.
Yeah, you feel like if she can get from the 3 to the 4 nice, the rest looks fairly plain sailing.
Yeah, floating across the angle here. Try to get the cue ball back where it is now. Good hit as long as it doesn't end up over the 6. She's good there. Think you got to kill it again with drag, Daryl?
Yeah, I mean, does a 6 go past the 7? I don't think it does. So, yeah, anything straight, then 6 into the bottom corner, bottom right. Yep, stop shot on the 5.
Good controlled rack there. A couple times she was crossing the angle, but she's right in line now. TKACH has always been near the top of the women's game, but she's really made improvement in the last 6 months where she's right in the conversation of every tournament to be right near the end. Pauses for pretty long at the cue ball. See a lot of players doing that now, just holding at the target.
Yeah, I always thought it's usually one or the other. Pause at the cue ball or pause at the back on the back swing. But
She kind of does both.
she does both, yeah.
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 Not sure what's up here. Thread on the cloth coming out of the pocket, maybe. Took care of that. See a lot of run-out play in this match. Break-in runs could be the decider. Both players capable on the run-out and safety end. Kelly's going to be on Team Britain for the World Team Championships coming up in Puerto Rico, the second week of November. I think Phil Burford is actually going to play for England, Daryl. I don't know if you heard that.
I did, yeah.
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 Who was the third player? Or the
Well,
fourth
it's
player?
Kelly, Phil, and Darren Appleton.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, a couple of the players who you might think. Jason Shaw. I think they had other things already planned, so couldn't make it, or
Okay.
something along those lines.
Well, Phil's a capable player.
Phil is, yeah.
Very talented.
Yeah. And a little bit of, well, obscure knowledge for some people. Myself, Kelly, and Darren Appleton, we were all born within about 2 miles of each other.
Oh, really? I didn't know
Yeah.
that. Huh. So you played with each other for like 20 years, kind of? You're all around the same age, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm probably the oldest. Well, no, probably, but I am the oldest. But yeah, in the beginning, Darren played more English 8-ball.
Right.
I was more snooker. And Kelly was obviously snooker. Back to the match.
Steady nerves there. Good shot of her back arm. No nerves in sight there. This rack's looking good. Balls are all connecting to each other. Got a little straight on the 4, which is manageable. She can cheat the right side of the pocket here, get the cue ball off the rail. She could choose to just stop the cue ball as well. Got a little straight. Just gonna
She
power up on this one.
Yeah, you can spin.
Nice hit.
Solid, yeah.
Got on the rail, but the cue ball's traveling towards the rail a little bit. She should be able to get it enough off the rail that if she has to draw it, she'll be able to do that. Stayed a little close to it. Might have to elevate here.
Yeah, just making sure she finishes low on the 8 foremost, and yeah, just making sure.
Nice hit. Punches the ball well when she needs to.
Yeah, it really gets through the cue ball.
Looks like 2 rails forward here. Try to get a little closer to the 10. She does like punching it though. She might punch back. Good shot. Into the angle a little more that way.
Yeah, playing a line position. Like you say, it seems to be a preference to punch the ball rather than float it.
Strong opening start from TKACH. Won the safety battle in the first game and came with a break and run there. Kelly will be up for the challenge though, as usual, and winning for her whole life, really. Here's Fyodor's, or Kristina's boyfriend, Fedor Gorst. Fedor's through to the final 32 on the men's side. The men are going to be playing the first round of the single knockout stage at 7 o'clock tonight, 7 o'clock local time. Junior event has started today as well. Under-19 boys, under-17 boys, and the girls are all playing in one division. Solid hit, got the 5. Not great on the 1.
Yeah, a little unfortunate. Looks tight to the rail.
Yeah, I mean, she'd be looking to play the cue ball behind the 8 here, but there's a big risk of a double kiss because the 1 is so close to the rail. You have to hit it very thinly, and at that point, it's tough to slow the cue ball down behind the 8. There's options going up table as well. That's what she's considering right now. Ideally, cue ball behind the 7 here.
I like that. She's used the 8 to make sure the 1 ball stayed safe and just, you know, sacrificed the pace of the cue ball just to make sure that 1 ball was safe.
And she knew that line would kind of line up with the 6 as well, and that's how it turned out. She got good cover here. This is a 2 rail kick, trying to play the 1 into the 8 again. That was close to not getting a rail. Ref was right on it. Almost to the point where you'd need a review.
It was a thin one, wasn't it? Comes from behind.
I have a feeling no, and the ref was there. She's going to make a call here. They're not sure. I don't know what the stipulations are for this tournament, but I don't see any problem in just taking a review of this. Just like other sports, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be a real close.
This is better angle, yeah.
Wow, it's close. Too close to even tell from that angle.
Does look like it. Well, she definitely come 2 rails. So it got the rail first with the cue ball.
Right.
So the cue ball's out of the equation. It's just if the one made the rail.
Well, they'll have to make a judgment here, but you know, I don't know if they have any criteria in play for these situations, but I would go to a review here personally. I think they're going to do that. That's the proper way to deal with this.
Yeah, when we've got it on recording, it's probably this.
Oh, maybe they didn't, or maybe they just got confirmation that it didn't. It was definitely close, no doubt about that. If I were to say either way, I would say it did.
I would have said no.
Yeah.
It was a foul.
Mine.
But like you say, you couldn't say it with any conviction because it was so close.
Oh, great for the 3, really.
No, looks straight on the 2.
She will be able to float down and play the 3 in the side, but not a typical shot that you want to play.
If she's got any angle, she can just force the cue ball out slightly. Yeah, she had a little bit of angle.
Yeah, that helps. Looking pretty good for the rest of the rack here. 6 is a little tougher than it looks, but she probably played it in the top left, bottom left corner. Like a draw stroke here, Darren, or a soft follow, or depends on the angle,
depends
really.
on the angle, yeah. I think draw. Yeah, she's going low. Nice.
Good hand.
You see the difference in technique. There's not really much pause.
Right. Kelly's quicker on the back
Yeah.
and quicker on the acceleration. That type of stroke lends to potting the ball a little more often, but it can get you away from cue ball feel a little bit. Interesting how in snooker, most of the fundamentals are the same, but in pool, there's so many different fundamental styles. End up a little straight here, but the 9's close to the side pocket. Should be able to manufacture something. Just got an angle going to the right, barely though.
Yeah, she could follow it, just more or less plain ball.
Just accept the tougher shot
Yeah,
of the 9.
just like that, and play the 9 in the corner.
Yeah. This is all pocketing here. 10's lying easily enough. Just got to make the ball. Nice shot. Oh, Kelly comes back with a good rack here. Be back to Christina's break in the next rack. She broke and ran the last one, which is tough to do in 10 ball, but she'd be looking to get her second one in a row to take a 2-game lead. The rest of the women's side, winners side qualification matches for the women are happening right now as well. Allison Fisher in action, Seming Chen, and Yu. Wei Su Chen. Beautiful arena here we have in Klagenfurt, Austria. across the rack a little bit. Two's got a chance, but no.
Yeah, lost the cue ball quite badly there. Over the top of the rack. So easy to scratch in the side. When
Yeah, that's always a risk when you cross over like that, and you're very unlikely to make the head ball on the side as well. A lot of traffic through the middle here. Gonna have to navigate through it. There is a lane between the 5-6. I feel like she'll go for that.
You feel though this is the shot. If she gets on the 2 nice.
Took a different lane. Got there.
That'll work. Yeah.
Little straight. Might have to go rail first here. Rail first angle is tracking into the 9 and 6 a little bit. He might just have to gamble with the cue ball, hoping it doesn't line up with the 6-9.
She punching it in? Yeah, punching it in.
Oh, she had enough to get that way.
Use that to slow down. And I think that's good. A thin one on the 3. Do you think she played above the 9 there, or?
Yeah, I would have tried to track the cue ball between the 6-9 and kind of get on the breaking end of the table.
Because now she's got to deal with the 6 and 9 again.
Traffic coming all the way back. There is a space between the 5-6 though, coming 3 rails. Got to spin it a lot. Caught it thinly, so she didn't get into the angle she wanted as much.
Yeah, she's found the gap, but probably potted that 3 ball on the thin side there, and the cue ball's just got away.
The natural angle became straighter and didn't come wide enough off the 2nd and 3rd rails. A lot of options here. She has to consider safe. It's tempting to try and stay offensive, but it's tough to get back for the 5.
Yeah, decision here, all about the percentages. If she feels more confident of knocking the ball in, then that's what she's got to do.
Just overcut it.
Yeah.
Gonna be tough here for TKACH though. She's over top of the 5 and she's got to move the cue ball back towards the 5. Maybe a rail first again.
Yeah, between the 7 and the 8. But it looks like she's digging low.
This is tough to control. Good try. I understand the play. I mean, if she goes rail first, she could hit the 8, she could hit the 7. A lot of bad things could happen there. Good save. Don't feel like there's a window. It's possible.
She may be able to get through between the 9 and the 10, I think.
I think she's kicking at it.
Okay. Did she call the corner?
Called the side, I'm pretty sure. That comes up a lot where you can call the ball on the side or the corner. She just thought she was higher percentage to kick it in the side. It looks bad when it goes in the corner, but probably how she was trying to play the kick safe, let into the side a little more, just mishit it a little bit.
What are you doing here, Eric?
It's either a 2.
8 in the side or back into the same pocket as a 7?
Yeah, I don't mind the 2 rail float. There's a lot of feel involved with the side.
Solid hit.
I think you just stay on this side of the table for the 9 in the top left corner pocket. It's a good shot as well. Moving the cue ball a little more, but playing the next ball into the shorter pocket.
Looks like she just come far enough so she can use the side rail maybe. Bump off the side rail.
Yeah, she's pretty straight. That's why she's taking extra time here. So she's just deciding if she wants to cheat the pocket and get closer or cinch it and take a little longer shot on the 10.
Well, it was very straight, wasn't it?
Yeah, I went for the cinching option. Only because of the straightness of the shot. Got it. Very high level play from the first 4 racks from these ladies, and we'll be back in just a minute.
It doesn't matter what the format is, the better player will still win.
This 10 ball to win the title. He is your champion. New world champion. Project champion. Philippines are the world champions.
Welcome back. 3-2. Oh, sorry. 3-1 to Kristina TKACH over Kelly Fisher. Kelly breaking.
Got some action going towards the side pocket, but didn't get one down. Hit it pretty well. Little draw. Good squareness though. That break can work in the long run.
So,
Looking.
yeah, the big question is, does the 2 pass the 4 down the rail? The way she was looking at it must be very, very tight.
Yeah, she had to get right down to see. And if it's that tight going through that long of a distance, it's a very tough shot. Gonna give it a shot though. Tricky position for the 3 as well. She's actually fallen decently on it where she can track between the 6 and the 8.
Yeah, it does look like a natural angle just to float across.
Mm-hmm. Oh, didn't even bother going all the way across. Good shot.
Yeah, even better.
Natural angle was going a little more forward than we first thought. But this is just as good as being on the other side of it. One rail across here. In good shape. Playing an excellent match so far. Kelly's only made one mistake, really. One safety battle that Christina won. Kelly missed the 4. Got a little straight here, but she'll power up, play the 5 in the bottom left corner pocket.
As we said before, likes to play the punch firm.
Little angle going to the left, I feel, but I think it's just straight enough that she doesn't have to worry about sliding behind the 7. It's a little more angle. She's got to cheat the pocket. Might even slide past it. Good hold there.
Yeah, played nice. Nice kill shot.
Cheating the thick part of the pocket as well to stop the movement of the cue ball.
So these next 4 shots, more or less, all stop shots.
Yeah, did a lot of hard work at the beginning of the rack and rewarded with a few easy ones at the end here. She'll have the break in the 6th game as well. One for 2 on break and run so far. Hitting the ball sweet, in perfect control, making some tough shots as well.
Yeah, solid stuff is this. The only, can you call it a mistake, when she was hooked in the 3rd rack and didn't make a rail. It's the only thing she's done wrong.
By millimeters, yeah. Kelly's going to take a break and regroup, and we'll be back soon.
Okay, just while we're waiting for Kelly to come back, just go through a few of the other scores. Rubaluna Mit is 2-0 down to Wan Ling Wang of Chinese Taipei. Pia Filler is 2-1 down to Siming Chen. Yu Han 3-1 on Yuki Ariguchi. Alison Fisher is 2-2 with Jaka Centino of the Philippines. Kristina Zateva 2-1 on Vanier Franco. Wei Zhu Qian only 1-0, it's a slow one on Ina Kaplan of Germany.
Star-studded field here, no doubt. I believe Centennial played in one other women's Predator women's event. She played in the World 9-Ball Championship. She might have made it around the quarterfinals. She's definitely a player to watch in this field. Seming Chen's playing in her first Predator Pro Series event. Han Yu is playing in her first Predator Pro Series event. Big prize money on offer for the women here. $50,000 first prize, so they're all coming out.
Yeah, 150,000 total. 50,000 for the winner.
Got to be up there with one of the biggest first prizes ever on offer for women, I would say. We also saw the start of the junior tournament today. 3 divisions in that. Boys under 17, under 19, and girls. The men are down to 32 players. And they'll be playing the first round of the single elimination stage of that event at 7 o'clock local time here tonight. Christina's on the mood for breaks. She's ready to get back at the table. She's sitting there. It's the hometown of Alban Ocean and Jasmine Ocean, and they've been very instrumental in bringing this event to their hometown. I'm sure they're very proud. Jasmine's on the loser side of the women's event. And those matches will be happening at, I believe, 6 o'clock local time, Daryl?
Yes, 6 o'clock tonight. I'm just looking now. Jasmine looks like she will play the loser from Alison Fisher and Centino.
Oh, tough
So,
match.
it's a tough one.
Be on the lookout for that one. Be right at the top of the list to be on the one of the stream tables, probably. And we're back. Here we go with TKACH to break. Made the one on the side. That's the goal. 2-ball hasn't ended up exactly where she wants. Combo's very tough. Carom's just as tough.
Yeah, the carom looks like the shot.
Can he control the 2 though? 7's a bit to the left of the pocket as well.
Sorry, when I say carom, I mean off the 2, off the 7. It looks like
sure,
that's
yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that as well. Yeah, the safe's tough here. I mean, you could overcut the 2 to the left of the 7, but I feel like it's worth it to go offense. Went straight in.
Oh, wait a
Look at the
minute.
cue ball, though. Huh. Well, that could be a bit of a game changer. It's, you know, any mistake between these 2 girls is going to make the other player a big favorite in the rack.
Yeah, made the 2 clean as well.
Kelly's up at it pretty quick here. She does play that quick attacking style when the balls are in the open. Just goes after it. I think that's a good way to play rotation. I mean, you have to be talented. You have to know the game. But the numbers on the balls are telling you what to do. When the balls are in the open, just make sure you have in mind what angle to keep for the next ball. And adjust a little bit if you don't get perfect.
Oh, Kelly.
Just cheated. Must have been cheating the pocket a little bit. Okay, well this is where Christina can really put her in a bad spot if she runs out in this rack. I feel like the combo's available enough. The 5 might track to the right a little bit, which she wouldn't want, but ideally she'd be trying to stop it right where the 9 is. Did track to the right. Got in a spot where she can't pocket it either, but she might be able to freeze her right behind the 6.
Yeah, I feel like that's the only shot available now.
Good call to always call something just in case the ball goes in. It'll never hurt you if the ball actually does go in. You'll have the first option.
Main focus there on the cue ball.
Got her good.
Kelly will probably call the opposite side pocket here.
Yeah, 3 rails is the best kick safe option here. 1 rail might be the easiest hit, but it's not going to get you on a kick safe path that often.
There she goes, calls the side just in case.
The 3 rail shot takes more feel, but the advantage of it is that you're hitting a rail very close to where the ball is. Like if you go 1 rail at this, the cue ball bends a lot. So you have to know the angles to be able to come around 3 rails here, but the cue ball is not going to bend off the third rail.
The other thing is, if you can catch it full off that close rail, the cue ball usually stays
Right.
more or less where it is. So
Yeah. Much more likely to create distance in that case.
yeah.
She has an offensive option here. You just come across 1 rail. Might have to play a little bit of right spin on it, which is tricky.
Yeah, natural angle looks as if it would take the cue ball towards the side pocket where the 8 ball is. So there you saw the right hand spin. Has she got enough?
Not enough right though. It was a good try. Just the speed of the shot, the spin kind of ran out by the time it got to the object ball. Might have needed even more right because she hit it at a decent speed. Just had to spin it even more, which is daunting on a shot like that. Well, Kelly needed this rack. She's actually not quite out yet. She got more angle here than she wanted. Probably 2 rails with left. Had a straight enough natural to play around it. It's a good shot.
Yeah, so a few errors all around there from both players, but it's Kelly who takes it, closes the deficit, and now it's 4-2.
Kelly's break, I believe, too.
Just makes you wonder, doesn't it, that timeout? Whether
it can be,
whether it just affected Christina being sat there for so long.
It can be tactical sometimes, and you know it's a veteran move to know that your opponent's shooting well. Just try to cool her off a little bit, right? Something interesting that we were mentioning earlier in one of the matches is that the way it was in the past, you could only take a break when it's your turn to shoot. It was actually Christina's break. It's been like that in the past as well. You can take a break anytime between games. It's been both ways, but it's something that players can consider. Even if it's not their shot, they can kind of try to slow their opponent down. Both getting the one on the side now.
Yeah, she's followed what Christina did. Slight cut with a bit of spin on the cue ball.
She can pocket the 2. Cue ball's going to be flying around. Got to really navigate the track of the cue ball here. Might be thick enough that she can slow it down, but nothing really good is happening on the left side of the table. I feel like she might have to track it 3 rails back towards the right.
Knowing Kelly, I think she'll like to just let the cue go a bit on this and 3 rails back round for the 3 in the side.
There it goes.
Here it comes. Needs to slow.
Not the 8. Yeah, it's very tough to control the speed over 20 feet like that. She hit a good shot.
She did, yeah.
Got right behind it too, where a lot of the kick options are taken away. No jump. Look at this one. 3 rails. Oh, 2 rails, pardon me. Good hit. I have to get a camera angle on this one to see if she has enough of it. If I were to guess, I'd say she does. Just enough to pocket it, I feel.
It looks it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it didn't have enough. Might have left the right edge here. Kelly's right down, looking at the angle. It's close. If she did, she can track the cue ball back to the same area that it's at right now. Gonna come out. It did. 4 is tough though.
Yeah, it is from this position. There's always a... If she can leave the cue ball in line where the 3 is now, there's always a stop shot. Leave it behind, leave the cue ball behind the 6.
Yeah, I think that's the play. You have to drag at it a little bit because there was angle. Smart shot there. Oh, and it hit the speed.
Yeah, she's that's what we call decelerated on the follow through. So it turned into like a drag shot rather than a stop shot.
Started rolling forward by the time it got there. Yeah. See the disappointment on her face. She knows how to hit the shot, just made a mistake in judgment. So Kelly's going to be right back in it now. 8's going to have to go in the long pocket.
Yeah, and the other thing, she knew that she would have had Kelly in all sorts of trouble. And now it's the opposite.
It'll be her breaking the next rack, but she's got to assert herself again after making a couple small mistakes.
Nice shot there, nice judge of pace.
Yeah, perfect angle to come back. There might actually be enough room between the 8 and the side. Is that what she was looking at there? Guess there is. Going 2 rails forward. Could get trapped up on the point here, though. Once the 9 goes past the 10, she can just follow through.
Also the side, if it didn't go past the 9, but I think it does pass
Yeah.
the 10 ball.
Good shot. Rack wasn't straightforward. Had to negotiate the 8. She did it well. So Kelly on the comeback trail here. Gonna be Kristina next to break, but she's won the last 2 games.
Yeah, from Kristina's point of view, she's been at the table in both of those racks. So obviously needs to forget about those couple of mistakes and move forward.
Can see a bit of concern type look on her face. I mean, it's natural when you make a couple mistakes like that, but the goal is to let things go, reset.
See if she can get the focus back. A slight cut worked last time on this break. For the 1 in the side pocket.
Oh, it was right in with the 7. Kicked it out of the way. Left her tough on the first shot, though.
Yeah, you saw the 1 going straight in the side.
Cue ball's running into the 10 here. Once she hits the 10, nothing really good's going to happen with the cue ball, so I feel like she's got to play safe. Mark wide in the crowd there. Can cross this one up the middle. Kind of tough to hold the cue ball behind the 3. Those aren't my favorite safes. I understand she was in a tough spot, but lagging the object ball into a real precise position is very tough.
Yeah, I always see those type of safes as more of a containing type of safety shot.
Good try. It's the right shot. Just caught it a little thick. Could play this with a bunch of left and kind of swing the cue ball into the 2, overcut the 1 a little bit, make sure the 1 misses the 2 on the way through. Going center ball.
Just concentrating on the 1 ball, making sure she was trying to get it behind the 8 ball, but first thought was get that 1 ball safe.
Yeah.
Obviously you can see that with where the cue ball's landed.
You like 3 rails beyond the 10 here?
Looks good to me.
A little more speed though.
Yeah.
More spin, more speed. Didn't scratch, left her tough.
Yeah, very limited now with this shot, option-wise.
You can thin it to the right. Best case scenario is the cue ball gets behind the 9. Not quite sure what she's thinking with this one. Oh, she doesn't even have enough of the left side of the 1. Tough spot. really tough spot. Just couldn't really do much there. So Christina will have the first open chance at this game. 4 is blocking the most natural angle for the 2. Could choose either side of it.
I think if she comes anywhere in the center of the table, or she can come back to where she is. Yeah, she come back to where she is.
Rest of the rack is lying pretty good. 6, 7, 8, 9 are all on the same end of the table. She's straight enough to draw straight back. If she feels like she has too much angle going to the right, she can go 3 rails as well.
She's got to be careful of the side pocket. Negotiated that well. Like you say, once this 5 goes down, 6, 7, 8, 9 all waiting in the same half of the table. So back into the center of the table for the 6.
Good angle there. Be ideal if the cue ball's tracking far enough to the right that she can play it through with a little more power and play it through to the short rail. A little straight, but you can, it's easy enough that you can slow roll it. Kelly just waiting for her next chance. She knows this rack is pretty much done unless something unforeseen happens.
A little bit of right hand spin just to bring the cue ball 2 rails into the center. Just overdone that slightly. Yeah, it's a good 2 feet further than what she wanted.
Getting down quick though. She doesn't mind the shot. Still there. Just follow with right. It's tougher than what she would want it. Nice hit. Coming up short, but the 10's available. This is, shots like this are the difference between real champions and players that are just kind of getting close to the end. I'm not saying that the very best players never miss these, but they make them more often. Shot.
Yeah, nice conviction.
Okay, guys, we'll be back. We'll be back in about a minute. Welcome back. Kelly getting ready to break in the 9th rack of the match. Been a really high standard so far. Christina started off really strong. Pretty much no mistakes in the first 5 games. Took a 4-1 lead. Kelly's been trying to fight back since then. Ooh, one came really long. Middle of the rack didn't separate as much either. Bit of a different rack that time, I think. Left Christina the 1, I believe, as well. Big question here is whether the 3 pockets. At first glance, I have a feeling it doesn't, but she's shooting pretty quick. I mean, she has to because of the shot clock, but it looks like she has a plan. Probably passes in one of the corners, more likely the left corner.
Yep, getting down pretty quick, so that looks like it's the case.
Eight doesn't have quite a full pocket, but as long as she gets good enough on it, she can hit at slow enough speed that she can use the left side rail to help that. It's very solid fundamentally. You know, the kind of player that when she gets down over the ball, you feel like she's not really going to miss, right? It's
Yeah, it's very, no matter what type of shot she's playing, it's very repetitive.
Yeah.
It feels really solid. And if you notice, in between the shots, I know we've got a shot clock here, but even so, in between the shots, it's the same amount of time. Not overthinking things.
Yeah, not rush
Not
play,
rushing,
but
no.
not wasting time either, right?
Yeah.
Gonna end up a little straight here, which doesn't lie good for the 8 because she needs to get close to it. She does have a small angle going to the left, so I feel like she'll be following this. A bit of left spin, try to get over to the left side of the table. Spin got her. Spin and speed. The cue ball deflects a little more sometimes. Got safe though.
Safe, but that's a big target behind the 8 and the 9 for Kelly now. I mean, the main thing from Kelly's point of view is that she's back at the table. She wasn't expecting it there.
I like going up table more there, but that's a good 2-way as well. In case she didn't get behind the 9. Kristina's going to be able to hit this ball, but kick safing out of this position is very tough. Generally, when the cue ball and the object ball are side rail to side rail across from each other, there's not really many kick safes available.
So like we said earlier in the match, she's trying to come behind the 7 here, ideally. But so it's a lot harder to judge when you're close to the rail.
Yeah, it's interesting. Because she went 3 rails at it, there was a kick safe option. She couldn't go 2 rails. That's why she did it. But it makes the shot a lot tougher. Never realized that, though. If you go 3 rails, there is a kick safe option out of that. I guess the object ball has to be off the rail a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. It was close to the rail, wasn't it? So.
Good save by Kelly, wins her the rack there. TKACH was looking good. Just got a little too straight on the 7.
In goes the 10, and it's 5-4 now. Starting to get the feeling this could go all the way.
Yeah. Strong match, just not really much between them. Kristina's made a couple more mistakes, but she also had about 5 perfect games where she ran all the way out. Kristina's going to have the break in the 10th game. There's only been 1 break and run, but if they do pocket a ball, they're going to have the first option at taking advantage in the rack. Loser of this match will still be in the tournament. They'll play another match to try and qualify for the final 16, but you never want to be under that kind of pressure. They're both pushing for the win here. That's the Pro Billiard Series manager looking on. Crossed it over. 10 went in randomly. It's not a win. Gonna spot up. Not gonna have a shot on the 1.
I think my shot here would just flick off the right hand side of the 1. Cue ball just sliding towards the 8 ball.
I see that, and if the cue ball doesn't get quite behind the 8, you still have the possibility of the 1, 3 hiding the 1 as well.
Yeah. Played it okay.
Yeah, she would have to hit a little thicker to get behind the 8, so I think she backed off and just said, I'll just use the 3.
Yeah.
Left an edge, though. Kelly got a roll here behind the 8. Yeah, got her full ball. She's going to be able to jump at it, and she'll be jumping at the left side of the 1 here, bringing the cue ball up table. Actually calling the corner. Small percentage chance to bank it in. Caught it too thick. Going to hang over the side or go in? Ooh, caught the point where she can't really pocket it, I don't feel.
Yeah.
Might be able to. If she does, the cue ball's running right towards the 2 and big danger of scratching. Kind of got to be behind this ball to know if you can even cut it in. It's right on the borderline there. I think she can, but the big danger is
Probably going to
scratching.
full in the face.
Behind the 9?
Yeah.
Yeah. Smart shot. I feel like she did that because she felt like the cue ball was always going to overrun the 9 if she played it at a slow speed. Left Kristina an opening here, though. Remaining question is, how's the 1 going to end up after the combo? It's tracking to the left. It Might end up being available in the top left corner pocket. I was worried about that too, but it actually lined up pretty good for a combo. She's in good line here. One ball's much more controllable off this one, and it'll kind of just stick where the 3 is.
Yeah, it looks like it's landed more or less perfect for keep everything under control.
I'm surprised she's following it. She feels like it's going to move. It was going to move. It wasn't quite straight in. It's a good shot. Still alive in the side. Pretty sharp and far from the side, but another option would be drawing the cue ball behind the 8. She's going for it. Got it. Great shot. Nine's going to be a big ball ahead of playing towards the 4. I feel like you use the rail here, try to come up to the middle. It's straight, but you can play out of the angle.
She's drawing the ball, so it looks as if it's too straight.
Nice hit. Very good at those power type strokes.
Yeah, that was a clean hit, wasn't it?
Big favorite in the rack now.
I'm surprised that she didn't play that in the same way as the last shot.
I know she was straight. That's why she ended up like this. If she had more angle, she would have never been there. But yeah, she had to power it, and she just laid off that one for some reason.
So no option but to leave distance.
Well, this is the shot of the match. It's position's natural. Come across 2 rails. All about pocketing. All about all that practice you've put in. Believing in yourself. Got it. Great shot.
Yeah, nice shot. Like you said, full concentration on the pot. The cue ball was always going to go straight across and back again. Full commitment.
Gonna have an angle going up table here, but she'll be able to manage it. Might even consider corner to move the cue ball less. I don't mind playing the side, just play into the angle. Good shot as well. Never a bad idea to move the cue ball less. Great rack there from TKACH. High pressure pot on the 6 ball. Hit it nicely. Well, she's throwing everything at Kelly that it takes to actually beat Kelly. Not over yet, though.
Not over yet, but she has got a bit of breathing space now with that 2-rack cushion. And obviously for Kelly, back's against the wall now.
Kelly's going to have 2 of the last 3 breaks. Haven't really seen the match go in a break and run style, but if she's thinking positively, she can keep that in mind, that she will be breaking 2 of the last 3 games. Kind of shake of the head there, like she doesn't know where to break from, type of thing.
Yeah, well, she's not had much success this match, has she?
Yeah.
So again, hit him well,
Nothing.
but no reward.
Didn't leave a shot.
So
That's a just in case call.
Yeah.
The 1 doesn't actually go. She's going to track the cue ball around 3 rails here. If she gets really aggressive, she might try to play it into the 5, or like behind the 5, 3 rails.
yeah, I think the main ball is the 2 ball, right?
Yeah,
Just
probably
trying
doesn't.
to, yeah.
Sorry, Daryl. Probably doesn't have to go all the way behind the 5. Watch out for the cue ball. Got away with 1 there.
How about all 3? 2,
Yeah.
4, and a 5.
Yeah.
Well, I think she can just. Just need to see the table. Yeah, she can go between the 8 and the rail, but the scratch is screaming at her, isn't it? Going that way. That's why
Yeah.
she's decided to, or elected to, try and tie something up.
Did tie up well. No caroms available. Maybe if you get it at a small angle, you can carom the 9, but doesn't really look like it. Actually could carom the 9, but the 9 and the 10 are close together. That's way on in the rack too. It was a good decision there. Very tough to hit the 1.
Christina very close to a work here. Delicate shot coming up.
Yeah, it's kind of in a way where you'd want to stop the cue ball behind the 4, but you can't get enough energy, like get the 1 away from the 4 enough.
I actually liked where she was before and glue the cue ball to the 4.
Mm-hmm. She's just trying to create more distance. That's okay.
Yeah, it's going to work. The 1 is further away from the corner pocket now. So if she does go 2 rails and in behind it, just coming past the 8, the 10 and the 8 ball.
She has to try to kick at this one because she'll be on 2 if she doesn't hit it. Too easy of a safe for the 3rd foul.
She's played it slow.
No good. Watch out for the 3 fouls here.
Yeah, she could be in some trouble now.
She has to play the 3 fouls because the 8, 9, 10 is too tough. Very often you'll see 3 fouls between 2 top players, but it's not like Kelly's made any mistakes here. Kristina's just got her in bad spots twice in a row, and she can get her in another bad one here.
Yeah, the 1 ball, 3 rails in between the 3 and the 10, I think. Just got to make sure she doesn't hit that 3 ball on the way around and leave the cue ball right behind the 4.
Rushed by the shot clock last minute, and it got her. But it ended up okay. here. Kelly can go between the 7, 10, 2 rails. Oh, geez. I mean, I get it. She's trying to freeze the 4, right? But in the end, yeah, she can go this way too. Haha. Tough. She had no extension either. Good shot.
Good hit.
Stayed alive. I think she was actually trying to hit it 2 rails, ended up hitting it 1 rail, but well, the drama continues. She's got to watch the shot clock again. She has no extension. She has none.
There
She's
she
got to go.
goes. Yeah.
Players are getting more used to shooting under shot clocks. It's standard now in major tournaments, but it's easier said than done, right? You know, it's a thinking game. I'm not knocking the shot clock. I think the game should move along. I think it's something that's good for the game overall. But when you're actually in the zone and you're thinking about all these things, you can lose track of time. It just happens sometimes.
Yeah, I think the shot clock doesn't come into it too much when the balls are there to run out.
Yeah.
It's when it's more tactical. You've got to study. Nothing's ever straightforward.
And that's why the extension is there. But then if you don't have one, then, you know, it can become tricky.
Trying to get in behind the 2 ball.
There might be a carom option here. Don't feel like she left enough of the right side of the 1 to play a combo, but the carom will work. It'll just push the 1 to the left a little bit, to the right a little bit.
I think she's playing. Yeah, I think you're right, mate. Cue ball onto the 5.
Nicely controlled. Combo lies okay. She can hit it in a way where the 2 stops where the 4 is. Nice controlled play here from Kelly, controlling a carom, then controlling a combo. Could have ended up better. Obviously she has a shot at it. It's hanging over the pocket, but the cue ball's kind of tracking into the 6. Can draw out of it, but that's a tough shot.
Yeah, I think she's only got the draw shot now because of the 6 being so close.
Great shot.
Well,
A lot tougher than it looks there. Snuck her background, helping her out there, being comfortable with the bridge. Got too much angle, but still did well. Just cross it over twice here. Avoid the 10.
Yep, somewhere near where the 3 is now. Be nice.
Shot. Well, this match has had a little bit of everything. Both players playing well. Really, real good display of the all-around game.
Nice flick there.
Yeah, could have went worse.
Yeah.
Just slowing herself down a little bit here, which is fine. Kind of got in, not rushing, but just shot a few shots a little quickly, just kind of regrouping on these last 4 balls. Gonna be Christina to break in rack 12. Great match so far. Kelly needs 2, Christina's on the hill.
Yeah, big point in the match that with the shot clock on the 3 fouls.
She had her.
Yeah, she had her.
Yeah. And just lost track of the time. I mean, you know, the goal was to really bury the cue ball behind the 4. And just got in a spot where she got rushed at the end and rushed on the execution. She seems content. She seems ready for the next chance. She'll be right in there. She's been in these close spots enough over the past couple of years that she's she'll be pretty comfortable still. Going in again.
That's 2 in a row, I think, right?
Yeah. Didn't get a shot. Kick safes are too tough. Some kind of push here.
The 8 ball looks like it's defying gravity, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's on the black pocket there. You might miss it if you're not really looking for it. I'd favor pushing for distance here, but again, a lot of blockers. Got a lot of thinking to do about how she can't leave Kelly anything too easy. It's actually a pretty good one. So good that I think Kelly might give it back.
Yeah, definitely nothing straightforward here.
I don't see the shot yet. 1 by the 7. Good weight. Has left it on though. Tough to slow roll a ball like that. Kelly's going to be the favorite here. Has to hit this one lightly, but she wants the cue ball to travel a bit as well, so it's not lying too bad.
Yeah, this is the same shot, but obviously half the distance, so a lot easier to control.
Got too much angle here to hold for the right corner pocket. Gonna have to think of another track. Oh, she might be just thick enough. Yeah, she is. Should be okay here. Good kill stroke there. 6 is going to be the next ball to navigate around. I feel like it's too close to the rail to be able to play it in the side. Nice thing is if you get good on it, the 7's right there, so you don't have to hit it hard. You can kind of play it pocketing speed into the corner pocket. Oh, off the 6. Here's a
I was going to say this could be the option, using the 4 to move it.
She definitely will. It's in a bad spot there. She wants to open it up a little more.
Nice control, because it was awkward queuing as well over the 5.
Yeah, she didn't want to deal with comboing the 5 into the 9, which I agree with. So she just drew over and played 5 into the open pocket. Great match so far, and we're headed right towards Hill here. Just got to control the 7, but should land over the side. Nothing wrong with trying to make them both as well.
Gotta watch this side pocket.
Just beat it.
Played it very well, actually.
And here we are, one more 10 ball for a Hill match. Been a great match so far. Nice pocket cam view there from Predator. Well, it's a pick 'em.
We did say at the start it was hard to call.
We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. All right, here comes Christina back into the arena. Kelly's gonna have the break. Hill. This is to qualify for the last 16. Loser will still be in the event. They'll have one more chance to get back to the final 16. But big game here for both players. It's been a great match so far. Kristina had a chance to close it out on a 3 foul, but mismanaged the clock a little bit and didn't get Kelly quite as hooked as badly as she wanted. See what happens here. One almost made the side. There goes the 6. Finally made a ball, but I feel like she's too thin to pocket the 1.
Definitely her best break up to now.
Yeah, she snapped it well there.
Yeah, she did.
Won't be able to make the 1 on the side. Safes aren't really obvious. Could.
Can she bounce the 1 off the rail, past the 5, and just roll the cue ball in behind the 5?
Saw
Is it
that.
on?
That's a smart
Something
shot.
like that.
Hit it perfect. Great shot. Took away all the easy rails as well. A lot of traffic to go through to come back up table if you're going to the short rail here. There's a track to the right of the 7 and then coming out the other side of it. 2 rails. I feel like she has to play it. Third rail will work here too. Very tough though. All judgment, feeling the speed, what the speed's going to do to the cue ball over this much distance. If anything, you feel like it'll go long, right, Daryl?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
It actually almost looks like it'll always go long. I don't know. Take it a little wider with right spin a little bit.
Yeah,
Jeez, she hit it real
she hit
good.
it as good as she could have done. I didn't think it were on, you know. Like you say, it's always going to slide off that second rail.
Good, great effort. That's all she could do there.
And now the table's wide open. Maybe the 4 ball, I mean, it goes in every pocket except for the past the 8, I think.
Yeah, just gonna have to get some kind of angle on the 3 here where she can get to the 4 in another pocket. Getting an angle going to the left off the 4 will help. Might not get there. Ooh, she can still draw back and get over to the opposite side of the table, but it's not ideal here.
Now, if this 4 does go past the 8, she can just go straight down the table in between the 9 and the 10. Back up, straight up the table, but it does look tight.
Surprised she didn't try to get better on it, shooting into a half pocket.
That's what I mean. I thought she might have gone in between the 9 and 10 and back out.
Well, this is the match here. And even tougher, she has to draw straight back for the 5. She has to add some speed, kind of bridged over the 9 as well.
Yeah, there you see it's just like half a pocket.
Of course, champions come with the big shots. What a shot there.
How clean was that? Absolutely perfect on the 5 as well. Like you say, that's what champions do.
angle here to get back for the 8. It's going to be one rail up. It's in a real good spot now. Hold her line here, sticking her time. Got the extension out just to ensure a little more power on this. Get close to the 9. Been a great match. Kelly fought back really well. Couple mistakes from Kristina, but she can be happy with how she performed. Still has another chance to make it back to the final 16. And that's going to be it. Thanks for joining us, guys. And we'll be back at 6 o'clock local time. This is Eric Horowitz for Daryl Peach. See you guys soon.